Hey guys, it's Klutch here. I just want to thank everyone for helping me get to that 500 subscriber goal. I'll talk more about the tournament later in the video, but first I want to jump into this replay that one of my clanmates, he's from Orange Peel, he's part of the Orange family, that he got with, it's just such amazing Electro Wizard placement. You got to see it. So the person that he's playing against actually splits up the E-Barbs in the back, and they're coming down both lanes at him. So with both Elite Barbarians running down each lane, he only has his archers in the back to defend from both of them. He perfectly places his Electro Wizard that's able to hit both Elite Barbarians in both lanes and completely stop all of that from happening and doing anything, maybe getting one swing off on him. It's just such perfect placement that I was so amazed that I had to put this video in on it. Props to you, Darth Baker. That was awesome placement right there. Keep up the good work, buddy. So getting back to this 1,000-man tournament that we're going to be hosting, you all did it. You got me the 500 subscribers. I am so thankful. I couldn't do this without you guys. I'm thinking about hosting it on Friday night for the Americans. It'll be Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I figured that way we'll be able to cover all the time zones. They'll be able to get a lot of the areas, and everyone will be able to actually enjoy this tournament and get in. It's most likely going to be called Klutch Royale. The password I still haven't decided on, but I will pick it and post it in my video by Wednesday at the latest. That way everyone knows what the password will be. But just keep an eye out for 9 p.m. Eastern. That's UTC -5 for this tournament on Friday. Let me know if you guys have any questions about it in the comments, and I'll definitely be sure to answer them ahead of time for you guys. Now let's go ahead and jump into this battle right here. So facing this Royal Giant user, we will go ahead and defend with the Ice Wizard, and we'll go ahead and use the Executioner to defend the Elite Barbarians. I hate when they split it up like that so much. 2 overpowered cards, 1 in each lane. It's just ridiculous. But we're able to stop him with minimal damage, and we'll allow our Executioner to take out his Furnace here. That way mine can do little bits of chip damage to his tower, or make him kind of have to defend it. So we'll just build up our Elixir again and let our Furnace do little chip damage. I will have to correct my placement on my Furnace later off in the match, as to not allow him to shoot it down from behind the bridge. Again, get the Ice Wizard and the Executioner to take out his supporting troops and weaken him. At this point, he is getting some decent damage on my tower, but we're not too worried about it. It's our turn to make a little push here. He is going to try and defend with just the log, but the Electro Wizard is going to survive, allowing me to get some good damage. Now that I know his primary source of defense is the Elite Barbarians and the Goblin Gang, I can future predict maybe a preemptive log in the future for the next push that we make on his tower. With him also putting a Furnace down, we will fireball his tower and the Furnace, so ours do not cancel each other out. We're going to build up our Elixir here and kind of wait. Since we're more of a reactive play, he will drop the Elite Barbarians. We will use the Executioner on the opposite side, along with our Fire Spirits, to take out the Elite Barbarians and not allow them to get any damage on our tower. We are waiting for him to use his Royal Giant as a kind of a shield to soak up everything, so we will preemptively, instead of putting the Miner at the tower, we'll put the Executioner and the Ice Wizard down. He will be able to take out my one Executioner, but I have another one on the way, so I am not too worried about it. He does get completely shut down on this push, and he's not able to even get a single shot off with his Royal Giant. So we'll start our next push with our Miner on the tower. And at this point, we are slowly taking the lead back, and we should be able to win this match as long as we keep up this pace. We will wait for his Royal Giant to get in before we make any other moves, and we'll use our Executioner again with our Ice Wizard. Here he misses my Executioner and hopes to only hit the Furnace, and he gets minimal damage on the tower. I do preemptively do the log, and I get all of his Goblin Gang, and I get his tower down to 273 health. And at this point, as long as I can defend my tower from getting Elite Barbarian or Royal Gianted, I should be able to win the match. With a log and a Miner on the tower, switching my Miner location up as to not be consistent. I take the match. Good job on him, but you're using a Royal Giant Elite Barbarian deck, so I'm not that proud of you. So for this week, I've been thinking about messing around and filming videos with me using a Hound deck. I haven't used one of those before in the past. I know I've done a couple Zap Baits in there and the Golem Beatdown, so I'm thinking maybe we'll do some Hound replays in live battles this week. That way we can get everyone experienced with using the Hound deck. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So right off the bat, we find out that we're playing against a Golem user. We're confident against those as long as we're not playing against level 8 Golems. Those are a little bit harder to take down with my level 7 Epics. I can definitely handle level 6 Epics and level 7 Epics, but playing against level 8 Epics is definitely tough at times. So we will stick with the Tornado Executioner technique that we're so accustomed to. At this point, we're just trying to get our card order set up. That way, future pushes, we can be ready for everything and not have to try and cycle to certain cards. At this point, we will use our Miner and Fireball on that pesky little collector there. And luckily for us, our Electro Wizard did survive the Skellies, so he had to drop the Mega Minion as well, wasting even more Elixir than he even wanted to. We will build up our Elixir while we're waiting for the Golem to come in. And at this point, we're just going to go ahead and take our time. We've got a lead. He has no damage on our tower at all. He's going to keep trying to just drop the Golem in the back and make a strong push. However, we're not worried about that because the cards that we have do a lot of splash damage. So we're going to go ahead and let his Golem get a little bit closer before we put the Ice Wizard down. We're not too sure if he's running Lightning until this exact point, but luckily for us, he did Lightning way too early, so we have the Electro Wizard and the Executioner still alive, and we don't have to really worry too much. We're going to refrain from pulling his Golem back because we don't need to, and we will use the Miner and the Fireball again on his Collector. This time he defends it with the Skellies, so we are able to get a positive Elixir trade there. It's actually an equal Elixir trade, but that's not big of a deal. We do get his tower, and he wastes his Lightning again without getting any of my troops on it. So we will use the Ice Wizard to just kind of stop that baby dragon from getting any damage on our tower, and we're going to slowly keep doing chip damage with our Furnace and our Miner. We will slow down his Golem a little bit with our Ice Wizard that's still out there, and we're going to go ahead and get this Furnace placed and our Ice Wizard in the back and do a Tornado to pull everything together. Even though we're a little bit closer to the bridge than I like to be normally, we have 2 Executioners out right now, so we're not too worried about it. We will go ahead and wait a little bit before putting any other cards down, and at this point we will put the Electro Wizard and the Furnace, and we're going to go ahead and do Miner on those skeletons, and we'll put our Tornado to kind of pull this Golem to the tower. That way we can get some damage, or we were hoping to get some damage, but we unfortunately did not. Up until this point, he hasn't used the Tornado yet, and he uses it now to try and pull my Miner to the center, but he completely misses my Miner and leaves himself completely defenseless. Leaving himself open and defenseless like that, my Miner was able to get his tower down to a Fireball and a Log, or another Fireball and a Miner. So this match is pretty much game over as long as I can defend this push. I want to go ahead and thank everyone for liking and subscribing on my videos. Thanks to you guys, I have my 500 subscribers needed, and we can have this tournament. Like I said, stay tuned for the password, and I'd like to thank you all once again, and have a wonderful day.